Greetings and salutations of peace. You're now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call the Holy Master Blaster Jamming. I am your brother, the Rastafari. I tall, I know I. The assorted ground, the state of the Afrocentric and Black conscious communities. 2016 in review. As many discarded objects found upon the grounds of the world, so are there varied beliefs, opinions, knowledge, characters, etc. If we would go into any low-income neighborhood in the world, we would find upon the ground used condoms, cigarette butts, used panties, broken glass, drug needles, just a myriad of things, chicken boxes. I think you get the picture here. So is this compared to the Black information circuit, which is without consensus? In cyberspace, it has become a circus of, we will call it reality internet, like we have on television, the reality, the Black reality TV shows. It has become the arena of senseless debates and quasi-intellectual brain brawls. This is the new Black cultural community, the current Black intelligentsia. I have noticed that we have come, as we would find in my research, in my discourses, I bring out the time in which we live, and basically now we're focusing on the Bible, Revelations 12, the sun-clad woman. And no one in the cultural community is speaking of spirituality, and they're really not speaking of science. So I would bring something to the forefront here now that I feel is very apropos, something that we should be focusing on. It's a reality in our lives, but all we are getting is entertainment, and that seems to be all the people wish to look at. We will reveal to you what is the state of the Black intelligentsia, the Black, and we focus here on Revelations 12, which will reveal the year 2017, and no one is preparing for that. And so I hope I can cause out that you see the need to focus on the true information, to focus on the real Black evolution, the real Black revolution. Revelations 12. Now a great sign appeared in the heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a garland of 12 stars. Then, being with child, she cried out in labor and in pain to give birth. And another sign appeared in the heavens. Behold, a red, fiery, red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 diadems on his head, etc. and etc. So when September 17, September 23rd, i.e. 2017, Virgo will appear in the sky, the eastern sky. There will be 12 stars in her crown, i.e., as Revelation 12 states, there will be 12 stars above the head of Virgo. And as it's stated in Revelations 12 of the sun-clad woman, the moon will be under her feet, and she will be given birth to Jupiter, which actually entered Virgo in November, and it would stay there for 9 months. September 23rd, when it comes out, it will be 9 months just as the gestation period of a woman giving birth. So this is very important, and you will find it on my blog where I explain how that relates and how that corresponds to our nation's capital and all the hidden symbolism on the Washington Mall, and how that relates to the Nation of Islam, and how it reveals the destiny of America. And we note that in the year 2000s, how the poles began to shift, and then 12 years later, in the year 2012, how our sun aligned with the Milky Way galaxy, the bulge of the Milky Way galaxy. Then it gave birth to a new day, how Obama passed the same-sex marriage bill in the year 2012, how life changed as we know it here in the wilderness of North America in the year 2012, how and when the year 2012 came, America was covered 65% of snow. I'll leave a link under this video that you study my work and see how important it is for the Black conscious community to focus on this, and instead of the rhetoric, instead of the arguments and the debates and all of the foul language and all the entertainment that's coming out of the Black community today. You're now in tune on the One, the Force itself, and we're going to introduce you to the Holy Book of Wonder also, because it is apropos that we know what is really going down at this time, because a lot of people have realized that time is not long, and we have people that's planning for the future, but they're not planning on the immediate future of what's fixing to happen. So we need to focus on the realities. Again, you are now in tune on the One, the Force itself. At this time, we call the Holy Master Blaster Jana.
So what does America look like in the next 10, 50, 100 years?
Most of us in this room will be dead by Christmas. That's what the fuck it look like. Y'all always want more time. More time to fuck you. Cold back to your nuts so you can get more time. Time's over. Huh? That's not run by us, that's run by the universe. Fucking time is over. Ain't no more.
We was like scoping out like land and just certain ventures, or just scoping out ideas. The second time we went, the same thing, and we ended up getting a business license, setting up a little account. And I know Kia, she also has some land out there as well. So like, it's definitely a time for us to start creating alliances, like just with how, the energy is moving. We like alliances are a serious deal for 2017. So
yeah, I mean, absolutely, sis. I just wanted to add this. Did you notice, like, we're the only people who don't have an alliance with our ancestral continent, ancestral continent. Like, I look at the Arabs. You think they don't communicate with the people in the Middle East?
Exactly.
And if you look at the Jews, you think they don't communicate with Israel?
Exactly.
Or the Asian man, the Chinese man doesn't communicate with China, or the Japanese man. So as Black people, African people, and I hate even using the term, sisters, African American. Even when I'm talking about Meltrek to parents, I'll say African and African American people, because I know that some of us just aren't there. You know what I mean? Like, some of us just aren't ready to just declare ourselves as Africans. I actually had a conversation with one of my male friends. He's a very, very good male friend of mine. And we were talking one day, and he was like, I am an American. He said, I've never been to that continent. I don't know anyone there. He said, so I am an American. And I was like, no, brother, you are an African in America.
Most of us in this room will be dead by Christmas. That's what the fuck it look like. Y'all always want more time. More time to fuck you. Cold back to your nuts so you can get more time. Time's over. Huh? That's not run by us, that's run by the universe. Fucking time is over. Ain't no more.
Troy Jones says, whole niggas want to come up off you, Pharaoh. That's right. They trying to eat off of Pharaoh, basically.
That's right. Who said that?
Troy Jones.
Hey, Troy Jones. Really shit a nigga said. Let me tell you what these niggas is doing now, Troy Jones. These niggas is making videos on YouTube, putting my names in the videos, and I'm not even in the video.
You mean like how you put my name in your video, and I'm not even in the video?
They doing it just for views. So niggas is so thirsty for fame.
Pharaoh, stop lying.
Niggas is so. I know you think that shit they did talking about Umar Johnson comes at young Pharaoh. Umar.
He literally sound like that nigga that was in Don't Be a Menace While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood. He sound like Mouse from Jamie Foxx. Tell me he don't. He look like him and sound like him.
Johnson ain't say a goddamn thing about me.
Right, young Pharaoh. We call that clickbait, good brother. They're trying to come up off young Pharaoh's name. They put it in the title. That's called clickbait. Please.
Okay, so I never put young Pharaoh's name in mine, sir. But young Pharaoh's put my name in his. Why? If it's called clickbaiting, why is he doing it to me?
Please continue.
That's right, brother. And niggas is trying to clickbait me to death because they so busy trying to get famous, they're not even worried about the liberation of people. See, when you compare my resume to any of these niggas' resumes, I outshine these niggas.
What is your resume? I want y'all to understand. What is this nigga's resume? Getting on YouTube talking shit with them whack ass songs. Nigga, your songs is whack. Whack as hell. I'm 41 years old, knocking out rap you, and you in the game. Surely you better than me. Why am I better than you, nigga? What is your resume?
If I die right now, just in this little bit of a year, not even a year, it won't even be a year till January. So in under a year, if you compare my resume to any of these hoe ass niggas, I outpass these niggas by far.
Let me ask you something. Why is it that the pro-blacks say nigga so much? Maybe someone can explain this?
Right.
I just got a message from my girl Sherry, my web designer. She said, "Oh my God, Tommy, did you see Black China left Rob and took all the baby stuff and Christmas presents? He on Snapchat crying about it." I mean, that's what you get. You get what you get.
Austin on the track.
Peace, family. This is the guy, Young Pharaoh. I'm out here with the great brother Brown's Vision. Support Brown's Vision. He out here in the community doing the work. If you want to get the information out or help make a change in the community, instead of just running your fucking mouth, support Brown Vision, family. So with that being said, peace.
You know what I'm saying? I love the motherfucking general. I remember last year, because for those of y'all who don't know me, my name is Young Pharaoh. I've been teaching the people for about a year now, lecturing since January, on my own. I'm self-made. I don't come up out of no organization. A lot of people ask me, what are you? I'm not no Muslim, I'm not none of that shit. I'm just a truth teacher. That's all I am. So with that being said, I remember people used to tell me, you remind me of Sarah Susan Seti. And I'd be like, who the hell is Sarah Susan Seti? And they were sending the YouTube videos. I still watch his shit today. And I know him. I can call him. And I be right at home with Yogini, like, play this one right here. Watching that shit. With that being said, you know, we all love Seti. And that's why it's important that that's important why we rally around and support, you know? Because a lot of people, I like to say, black people suffer from nigga sit back and watch disease, you know? You gotta support those who in the front, period, because they in the front. So, you know, without further ado, I'm gonna leave y'all on this information that I like the title, Why Are the Police Dangerous? See, a lot of people wanna deal with, and I'm gonna give y'all the juice right now. A lot of people wanna deal with white supremacy and fighting police from an incorrect standpoint. You do not fight Europeans with your motherfucking opinion. You fight them with facts and science. So when you say, why do we want an all-black police? I mean, why do we want no white police? I'm with the straight, flat-out revolution. But for niggas that still mushy-hearted, I'm gonna give you the juice. You don't fight police or you don't protest these motherfuckers for equal rights. You don't protest them for none of that shit. You protest them on the fact that they are genetically and spiritually unqualified to govern you. And I'm gonna give you the juice. Now, when we dealing with why are the police dangerous, or judges, or teachers, or just dealing with why is the white man unfit to be the authoritarian of black people, period, first we want to deal with information. Information is imputed through sound waves. Now, why is this important? Because you hear with your bones, you don't hear with your ears. It is a process in what you call bone conduction, and I'm gonna make my point. When you hear, just like this audio is coming out of the speaker and it's filtered into all of y'all brains, it's going through the eardrum and it's hitting the skull. And what the skull does is it vibrates the frequency of the sound into the brain, and the brain then analyzes and interprets the phenomena. Now, why is this important? Black people have thin skulls because we're the only humans on the planet. It is a scientific fact that only Africans are 100% human beings. All non-Africans are only 96% human beings and 4% Neanderthal. Now, why is this important? Neanderthals have thicker skulls. So it is literally more difficult and nearly impossible for Caucasians to download and impute information. This is why they're some irrational motherfuckers. This is why you might be like, why would you blow that up, white man? I don't know. This is where the saying comes, you Neanderthal, and it's equated with being a fool. So the fact that Europeans have a more denser bone mass makes them actually less intelligent. So we can scientifically prove that since the white man is on an anatomy level, on a skeletal level, more dense than us, he's disqualified from being our authoritarians. So now you have not only this factor, now you have the pineal gland factor. It is a fact, according to medical science, that 100% of Caucasians come out defective. Every Caucasian that gets born has something wrong with them, if not two somethings. These motherfuckers is coming out in chairs that gotta talk, all kind of shit. Now, why is it important? It's the truth. Now, why is this important? 85% of Caucasians have calcified pineal glands. So now we're gonna equate this with the bone conduction factor. Your pineal gland controls your entire body. The first thing that forms in the womb of the black woman when she's pregnant with the child is the pineal gland. And from the pineal gland, then the brain forms around it, then the brain stem, and you get your nervous system. Now, why is this important? Let's break down the nervous system. You have 4 nervous systems. You have the autistic people, we must separate from the beast. So with that being said, family, we're gonna let Seti close it out. We must separate from the European by any means necessary. I love y'all.
All right, Black Power, this is General Sarasun Seti. We live in Sacktown. I want y'all to tune in to Brown's Vision, out there educating the youth and operating that technology. And we most definitely need that Black Power.
Hey, Pharaoh be dropping that shit, man. When y'all hear that young man right there, you can hear how articulate he is in the science. He knows exactly what he's talking about. You know, some niggas have to fumble and shit. The brother come right off the top. That know that brother been teaching. And he's been studying a long time. That's why I fuck with him. Because, I mean, a lot of it I don't know. I'm just going to be real. People act like I don't know everything. Shit. You know what they think I do. But, you know, the brother's teaching me. And I agree with him because what he's talking is the truth. Everything that he's talking, Malcolm taught, Marcus taught, Khaled taught. They all say the same thing about the beast, okay? And this brother is scientific in what he's speaking. And so that's where you need the babies. Young guy like this spitting, you need that type of information. And when you got a young guy that can drop it like that, you got to have him on the team. Got to have him on the team. Already. Is that Black Power? Black Power. All right then, you know. And so, again, you know, being a brother that always reached back, you know, a lot of teachers turn back, they don't have that 1 or 2 or 3 that come behind them. Motherfucker leave and that's it. It's a wrap. We got to stop that. You see what I'm saying? So I say, well, who gonna come behind me? But you got, I like peace. You know, I'm a beast and shit. I just don't pick a nigga and say, oh, no, I want somebody that's a beast. So Pharaoh is a beast, man. All we need is a queen young queen, thirsty, got that science, ready to drop it. We're like extraordinary individuals. We know she out there. I'm looking at everybody. It could be you. It could be you. You got to step up, dog. You got to step up. And when we get that, I'm looking for it. I swear. I ain't just, it's going to come to it. You know what I'm saying? And when we get that feminine energy up, it's a wrap. It's all, we already crushing niggas on the masculine level. You see what I'm saying? But we most definitely looking for that sister. Because the sister's always talking about, oh, y'all don't have, but step the hell up. Shit, you can't, you blaming us and shit. You know what I'm saying? Step up. So if y'all know a sister out there, y'all know she about that life. She can teach. It's in her heart. She's gifted. She's extraordinary. She's ready to get up here and teach her people. Please, give her my number. Give her my email. generalseti@yahoo.com. Go to Pharaoh, the black woman is God @gmail.com. And drop that line. We need that. And we get that sister that'll come in and provide that energy. We're going to take the fuck over. And that's what's going to make this complete. You know, we got...
Most of us in this room will be dead by Christmas. That's what the fuck it look like. Y'all always want more time. More time to fuck you. Cold back to your nuts so you can get more time. The time's over. Huh? That's not run by us, that's run by the universe. Fucking time is over. Ain't no more.